Spam. Is this one of the best, most underused baits available to us today?
You're in. You're in.
These days, we are spoilt for choice when it comes to our bait. Along with the more traditional baits such as sweet corn, maggot, bread and pellet, there's an infinite amount of boilies, pop-ups and wafters available in today's market as well. Whilst all of these baits are great, are we underusing one of the greatest baits of all time? Spam, also known as luncheon meat, is primarily made from ground pork shoulder and ham, combined with salt, water, modified potato starch, sugar and sodium nitrate. These ingredients are then canned, vacuum sealed and cooked inside the can. It gives off a meaty and oily scent, great for attracting all types of species. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I use Spam, some of the pros and some of the cons of using it, and hopefully show you a few fish along the way. There's two ways that I use Spam as my hook bait. The first one is directly onto the hook. This is a really simple method that requires no hair rigs or other fancy terminal tackle. All you need to do is put the piece of Spam onto the baiting needle, pull the hook through the bait, turn the hook 90 degrees and mash the hook point into the bait. Due to its softness, the hook will pull through the bait on the strike and catch in the fish's mouth. My preferred method is to hair rig the bait on. Instead of a hook being placed through the bait, the Spam is put onto a hair rig, allowing separation between the hook and the bait. This usually leads to more positive hookups as the hook is free to catch inside the mouth and the fish will usually hook itself. The method I like to use for this style of fishing is a method feeder. I'll have a fixed inline feeder with a short hook link of around 5 to 6 inches. You can use anything from a braided hook link, fluorocarbon hook link, or even a combination of the two. In the method feeder, I'll use either ground bait or some mushed up pellet to offer some attraction around the Spam, which should hopefully draw the fish in, which will then hopefully find my hook bait. One of the great things about using Spam is that you can dictate exactly how big you have your hook bait. So if you're targeting smaller species like rudd and roach, you can obviously have a very small bit of Spam. If you're then going for slightly bigger species like the tench and the bream, you can up that size of Spam to more match an 8 or a 10mm wafter. Or if you're targeting the bigger species like the carp and the catfish, then you can really up the size of Spam you use to make sure those smaller fish don't interfere with your fishing. You can also cut the Spam to whatever shape bait you want to use. So you could use a bread punch and have a more cylindrical shaped piece of Spam, similar to a dumbbell wafter. Or what I like to do is cut it into cubes. One of the downsides of using Spam is how soft a bait it is. Unlike a boilie, a pop-up or a wafter, which have a harder outer shell, Spam is a soft meat. As such, the bait can come off the cast or may come off when the fish picks it up but doesn't get hooked. So regular recasting is recommended. What I also like to do is to cut up several hook baits and then leave them out in the sun, which then toughens up the outer coating. Rather than a boilie stop, I usually use a thin bit of twig or a little bit of reed, as this has a much bigger surface area and is less likely to pull through the Spam. When it comes to baiting up, I like to keep my hook bait standing out from the crowd. So if I'm spodding out bait, like I am today, then most of the bait in the spod will consist of things like pellet, hemp and maize. But I'll also put in 2 or 3 pieces of Spam with it. My theory behind this is that I want the fish to get a taste of the Spam so that they actively search for it, but I don't want them to be distracted by lots of free Spam offerings. Right, that's enough waffling on about how I use the Spam. Let's go and prove what a great bait this really is.
I'll try and ring tomorrow if I remember. Oh, yeah, that's on.
Yeah, they don't seem to be spooked by casting.
No.
Imagine how good I'd be if I had your Star Wars bobbins as well. If I had the Force on my side, it'd be unstoppable. Yeah, they're energetic, these fish, aren't they?
They're very energetic.
Doesn't want to give up this one. Right, there we go, fish number 1 of the session. Didn't take too long, couple of recasts, and it took a fancy to that piece of spam. Lovely fish, lovely dark fish, only about £3, so I'm sure we'll get a few bigger ones this session, but it's a nice way to start. Get a bit more bait out there now, get a bit more spam on my rig, and get it back out there. But thank you very much, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed that piece of spam.
You're in. You're in.
I think I'm in.
You think you're in?
That's literally been like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
There we go, tench number 2. Right, clip that back up and get back out there.
Yeah.
Right, fish number 2. We've got a little leech on your eyeball. Let's take it off. Naughty leech, naughty leech. Yeah, fish number 2. I literally recast that rod and 20 seconds later it was off. I didn't actually think it was a take. I thought it was Nate messing around. But yeah, similar sort of size to the first one, maybe a little bit bigger. But yeah, bites are coming thick and fast. Nate's had a couple of liners and oh, you lost a fish as well actually, didn't you?
I did, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't taught him how to properly land a fish yet. That'll come.
But
yeah,
you know, it's lucky there was a pro down here before you got here to set up the swims. You know, you basically become one of those videographers. You know, professional fish videographers where you're sort of in front of the camera and you've got your little bodies behind doing all the work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spotting out your swim, making sure it's all good for you, pre-baited, you know, and here you are.
So you do that once over the last month and think you're God. The fact I've done it 20 times for hours and hours.
It's never paid off for me. You clearly weren't doing it properly.
Well, it paid off.
I've done it for you, and oh look at what's happening, you know.
All right, well, yeah, feel free to come down early more often and do it all for me. That's fine. Set my rods as well if you want. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, nice. Better get that one back.
Yeah. Go tell your friends to find that spam.
Yeah.
Spam.
Spam.
Those two.
Oh. Hell. What is going on here? They are on that side at the minute.
Yeah. I was just trying to talk to Nate about some tactics to help him. And the rod's gone off again. Another couple of minutes later. It's not taking long at all. That's not a bad tench. Oh, it's not bad. First of all, it looked massive. It's long. Well, tench number 3, third fish in what, half an hour? It's really starting to kick off. Again, small piece of spam. And yeah, rod ripped off. Biggest one of the session so far. What do you reckon? Touching 6?
Yeah. Yeah,
touching 6 pounds.
Say 6, maybe even a tiny bit over.
I did think it was a bit bigger when I first saw it, just because it's quite a long fish.
It's a long fish, it's quite slender.
Yeah, it is a female, I think. So if it gets its spawn.
Oh, you're on. You're on. Right, let's.
All right.
Let's get that. So, what's going on, Chris?
Fish number 4. I didn't even get the chance to put that other fish back.
No, literally.
Still in the net.
Yeah.
It's not that big, this one either, but they're just fighting really well at the minute.
Yeah.
It's that spam giving that energy. I'm going to start eating spam. Eat some spam before I go to the gym. Alright, I'm going to get both the rods back out and then we'll sort these fish out.
Yeah.
By which time, hopefully you've caught 2. And we've got 4 in the net. Right, this is fish number 2 from that almost brace I've just caught. Almost a double take. And yes, not too dissimilar size to the previous one as well. So this is fish number 4, probably 5 and a bit pounds. We don't weigh them unless we think they're kind of touching 7-8 pounds. And again, all on spam. It's doing the job. We're spotting out particle as well. But yeah, those spam hook baits certainly giving off their oily scent and standing out from the crowd. The tench are homing in on them. So I'll get both of these fish back now. Rod's back out there. Try and sit down for 10 minutes, have a bite to eat. And then hopefully a few more fish to come. Still got about 4 hours left of fishing, so fingers crossed we'll get a really good haul of fish in. Thank you, bud. Let's get you back.
After those 2 very quick bites, we knew we had a good shoal of fish in our swim. So to keep them there, we introduced some more bait onto the spots, which worked a treat as the bites kept coming.
Okay. Lovely left hand rods. Oh, yeah, you're in. So just put that rod back out. Do you know what? It feels like quite a decent fish. I'm going to say it now.
Oh yeah, it looks like it.
I'm going to call it and say, yeah, this is quite a decent one.
It looks decent. Look at
It's more the way it's kited right. Now it's coming back in. But it's not smacking its head everywhere. It's plodding a bit more. But it's amazing how quickly the last 2 bites have been.
Yeah.
I've had the rods out of action more than in action.
Yeah.
So will you be using spam a bit more often now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, now I've seen how amazing it works. That's definitely bigger.
Well, it's in the net anyway. Let's have a look. Right, not the biggest fish of this evening, but definitely the plumpest. This has got a gut on him already. A really good scrap. And when I first looked at him, I thought he was going to be pushing £8, but barely touching £6 to be honest. But still, lovely fish. 6th tench of the evening, I think, for me.
Yeah.
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 That's 2 quick bites again. Rods are back out there. We're all getting liners. All the rods getting liners. So keep going. Spot out a bit more bait in a minute and try and keep the fish coming.
Definitely.
Look at that.
The rods went quiet over the next half an hour, so we decided to spot out some more bait over the spots and redid our rods. It didn't take long for the fish to return to the area.
It's probably about, what, an hour since our last fish? Oh no, you had one for about half hour ago actually, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it has gone quieter. Just redid the rods 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
On the clear water you can really see them. Should have extended the net out. There we go. It's in the net.
Lovely.
Lovely colours to it, especially that belly. Look at that. Golden.
Then, just as we thought the action couldn't get any more hectic after Nate hooked into his 2nd fish of the session, the action became what I can only describe as absolutely ridiculous, with not 1 but 2 double takes.
Oh, double take. This is ridiculous. I'm nowhere near you. Another double take.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
oh, that's it. There's no rods in there. Yeah.
So we literally can't keep a rod in the water. All 4 rods have just caught fish. 2 double takes. Trying to play this fish while dealing with this camera. But yeah,
It's ridiculous.
this is crazy. This is my 9th bite, my 9th fish if I get it in. I'm gonna put this down. Actually try and get it in. Oh, we've still got 2 fish in the net.
I know. Let's get them all in there.
You're quite quiet about yours. Is it feeling quite nice? All right, there's 1. Jesus. Should we get the rods out again?
Let's sort these.
No, let's get the rods out again. No way. You can't miss this opportunity.
Oh my god.
Come on. Rods out.
No, 'cause we can't.
Alright, let's deal with this fish. Let's deal with this fish.
Yeah,
You're
come on,
right.
let's
You're right.
sort out some of this mess in a minute.
That's crazy.
Break a rod.
Absolutely crazy. Spot out some bait and get the rods back out.
I've done a good amount of tench fishing over the last few years, but never have I seen all 4 rods go within 5 minutes of each other. It was such an enjoyable and exhilarating bit of fishing to be part of, and I felt very lucky to be able to fish a water capable of this type of action. And then, just like turning off a light, the action stopped. We repeated the same process, spotting out bait and recasting regularly, but it was as if the tench had just had enough and moved on. We kept on going in hope that they would return, but it wasn't until dark until the next fish came, with this big old bream showing us not only tench that loved the spam.
So, what a crazy session that was. Within the first few minutes, we were catching fish and for the next couple of hours it was just non-stop action. We had 2 double takes, we had no rods in the water several times. I had fish within 30 seconds of casting out 2 or 3 times, and some lovely fish along the way. A fair few of the smaller ones, so a couple of 3 and 4 pounders, but a few that were also pushing up towards that 6 pound mark, and they all gave a fantastic scrap as well. And it wasn't just the tench that enjoyed the spam, a bream came along as well, and I'm sure if I was using smaller pieces of spam, I probably had a few roach and rudd in the session as well. So I think that session has proved what a great bait spam could be. The tench in particular just couldn't seem to resist it. Like I said earlier, I didn't go over the top with the free baits of spam. I let them have a little taste of it, and then made sure my hook bait was one of the only pieces of spam out there, so hopefully the fish homed in on that. And that certainly seemed the case with how quickly I was getting my bites. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can take something away from it. Really hope you start using spam in your own fishing as well. If you do, and you start catching some nice fish with it, feel free to contact me on social media, send me some pictures of what you got. I'd love to see other people catch on this really good bait that I think is underused. It's not the cheapest of bait compared to bread and sweet corn, but it's probably in line with a tub of pop-ups. And yeah, it just gives off that really nice oily scent. It's a nice meaty flavour, and all species seem to be attracted to it. So if you're a multi-species angler like myself, you want to catch a variety of species, give it a go. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you guys again soon.